Welcome to Degrees of Separation, a podcast where we journey to learn how we are connected and who we are connected to.
It gives us at least a glimpse of how connected we all are.
From entrepreneurs and small business owners to difference makers and thought leaders throughout our communities. This is Degrees of Separation with Joshua Peacock and Daryl DJ Sales.
Hey, what it is, what it do? We back up in this thing. Unos mas. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's good with you? Shit. Hold on. What?
Man, skip.
What it is? What
Rewind.
it do, man?
Reverse.
We back up in this thing. Unos mas. It's your boy, Elder Joshua Peacock.
And Daryl DJ Sales. It's past the DJ.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I hate that. It's your boy. It's your. If you go look at any YouTube video for the past however long YouTube that been on there, everybody on there. Hey, it's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. Yeah, man. I think that is the number one phrase in YouTube history and video
Facts.
history, man. It's your boy. Yeah,
Facts.
man. But what's been good with you though, man?
Not much, man. Like I said, I've been going through a transition.
Yeah.
Been going through this little transition, man. From from one job to the next. And I don't know. I just feel like it's been a little transition in my life, period.
Yeah, man. We can't get we get comfortable, man. And
Yeah.
you know, transitions, we're always in transition in life, you know. And we gotta, we get bogged down, we get complacent, we get content, we get whatever word you want to insert there when we
Right.
get to a routine, man. And it's so much in this world to experience, and a lot of people don't experience anything outside of their town, city, state. You know what I mean? And just coming and talking, speaking of transition,
Yeah.
coming off of a road trip with the family, man, it was beautiful. It was nice. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to move out of Florida, you know, for a while now, but I kind of like the rules and regulations that Florida has intact, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Florida is we get a
Yeah, I
bad
bet you
rap.
like it now.
Yeah, I think I like it in the future too, man. As long as we keep good leadership here, man.
Yeah, the same guy who freed up Florida the way he did. He trying to free up America. Apparently, ain't he supposed to be running for president?
Supposedly, man. Supposedly, which what I mean that let me make sure I can see my battery thing, man.
You good, man? He might flip. He might flip the script on us, though, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I mean they all do. They all do, man. They just get you. They get you. They tell you what they want you to hear
Yeah,
so that you can vote for them, and then of course they don't uphold those things. But as
but
of right now, I like where Florida is.
me too. Me too. But he has done certain things that's a bit suspect, though, and
Of
I'm
course,
not gonna say I don't know why. The whole AP taking away the African American studies and the AP classes.
right.
But
There's some
if
stuff tied to it though.
right, I was finna say if you hear that, you'll just think, he's just racist. Like, no, they were trying to push queer history
Right, right.
and queer black history, and it's like he wasn't like, oh well, no, it just has black on it. No, he's like, it's queer attached to it. That's why he was like, you got to be quicker than that.
Yeah,
You
right.
almost got it in there.
Right, most definitely, man. Also, speaking of transition, our topic on the day, man, artificial intelligence. I don't know how to say
Ooh.
AI. Yeah, man, and it's crazy because with AI, I think we've been programmed, psychologically, socially programmed to receive AI during the time. Like nothing that comes into society is by happenstance.
Yeah,
It's all by plan. It's all by
yeah,
plan. Um, oh, let me slide it back. I'm starting to see my computer screen.
yeah. I mean, everything's a microcosm of a macrocosm. You feel me?
Right,
And I believe that whether and this is in my opinion, it's consistent with atheists and theists alike. Mankind is programmed. We're finite. We're built a certain way. You feel me? Likewise, it's the same way that artificial intelligence is. You feel me?
right, right.
Yeah, everything is programming.
The reason I say that is because um, the first computer came out in our parents or some of you grandparents' time, and this stuff was get I don't know if you remember the Jetsons.
Yeah, I do.
The Jetsons. No, that's the Simpsons. That sounds like the Simpsons. But it was the Jetsons. I forgot how the theme song go. But the Jetsons, flying cars and computers and the robot maid.
Uh huh.
Um, that was something that we watched as children that
Yeah,
came out, you know, when did that come out? The first
man,
computer
that
though
thing
was
is on. It's on boomerang right now. So
is it?
I know it's old, but that thing throwback.
It's old. But I remember watching
Yeah,
it though. But I think it's a little bit before my time. Um, but I know
I caught
I
it too
watched
though.
it. It came out in 1962.
Golly,
1962.
isn't
But
that
it had
wasn't that that's like Hanna Barbera, right? I think that's a Hanna Barbera
I
film. I
believe
mean,
so,
or
man.
series.
Um, nope. Yeah. Joseph Barbera and William Hanna. Yep,
Okay,
Hanna Barbera. Yep,
okay, yep, yep. See,
yep. Yeah. So
yeah.
it was, but it had a few adaptations. So just like right now, to get my children to be into something like a TV show or something, all I got to do
Uh-huh.
is tell them that I used to watch it as a child. If I tell them that, they locked in.
Really?
They locked in, bro. And it's the newer versions. Like they watch Carmen San Diego. It's not the original, but they watch Magic School Bus sometimes. It's not the original. They watch Sonic. They watch the Mario stuff. They watch all that stuff. And if I tell them I
Yeah.
used to watch that, Daddy used to watch that as a kid, they locked in, bro. They love it automatically. But it's a
It's
few different
crazy, man.
adaptations, man.
It's crazy how like that's like a they I don't know, that's dope because in my opinion, I think they see value in like, I mean, no disrespect, but they see value in antiquity, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, man. I was born
you
in the late
know,
1900s, man.
I mean, cause a lot of people don't, like we'll let a grandma die and don't ask no questions, don't care.
Right,
Like, nah, you gotta see value in antiquity. It's all about information being passed down, man.
right.
And that's kind of one of the dangers of AI. One of the dangers of AI is they could cross because they don't have there's no lifespan. AI could cross millions of years of evolution.
Right.
AI could cross.
Before we get to AI though, bro,
Yeah.
let's walk down the programming for us to receive it. Because people think
Okay.
that it's just now coming into existence of us receiving this AI technology. Let's walk down, okay, we had the Jetsons,
Mhm.
1962. But before that, we have the computer being invented in 1833. Between 1833 and 1871, the first computer that resembled the modern machines we see today was invented. Um, the guy developed a device, the analytical engine, and worked on it for nearly 40 years. All right, so we have the computer um, in the early 1800s to mid 1800s. You have all this different. You have the Jetsons. You have uh, uh, just different programming that has
Mhm.
went into our psyche to be able for us to receive this. But
Uh-huh.
let's deal with the Jetsons though. Like the maid, you know what I mean, Rosie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You had the dog that
Yep.
was the dog. The dog was a robot too, wasn't he?
I think the
Oh yeah.
dog might have actually been normal, but I know the maid was a robot for sure.
Yeah, the dog was normal. We had a robot maid, and they had flying cars, and you had I think they might have had portable telephones and all
Uh
this.
huh.
They had stuff that we didn't that we just received as what our future. Like people are still looking for flying cars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the
Right.
program that has entered into our mind, entered into society for us to receive these different things as normal. And then you have
Right.
the fax machine. Some of these children don't know what a fax machine is. Bro, you remember the
Some of these,
go ahead.
no, I was finna say some of these kids don't even know what a corded phone is. So you know they're not
Yeah.
gonna know what a fax machine
You
is.
got the rotary phone. You ever
Uh
watch
huh.
them? I watch these like YouTube videos when they bring like kids out and they just hand them old
Oh yeah.
technology and they have
I
them guess
saw.
what it is. Like tape players, VCRs, you know what I'm saying, rotary phones, beepers, things like that. And these kids have no clue what these things are. You know what I mean? They have to name them. But you have, just look at the technology that we have received in our lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we've got to see. Think about my grandparents born in 1930, still alive today, in the jumps and the leaps and the advance 92 years, 93 years old this year, both of them. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And yeah, man, it's crazy, right? It's crazy
But
what
life,
they have
life,
seen.
I would say life is just like completely different for them.
Oh, they
Them,
were
they,
like a generation removed from slavery. You know what I'm
God,
saying?
me,
A
bro,
generation
that,
removed from slavery, bro.
bro, they probably have a thread of what like their life used to look like just a thread of it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, even if that, even you know what I mean, like maybe, maybe, bro. I remember watching my sitting with my grandma as a kid, and a kissing scene would come on TV. Bless you. But and she'll make commentary about I don't nobody want to see that kissing on TV and all this other stuff because that wasn't a kissing scene wasn't normal back in her years.
Wow.
When they had feminine products come on TV, she'll make a comment about that. They did not show, they did not advertise feminine hygiene and products on TV when she was a child. That was not a thing.
Wow.
You know what I
I was
mean?
gonna say, another thing is this too. If you look at it, like people, like I don't know, it's like we live through so many things that are like staples to like everyday life, and we take it for granted. Like the little T that's on the game, like you ever buy a game and it have a T or M, that didn't exist before Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you been talking about the parental advisory,
Yeah, like that wasn't a thing before Mortal Kombat.
right? Right. Whoopie.
Right? It's like, bro, and we lived through all of that and watched all of that play out. Like Bluetooths, like camera phones, bro. I still
Yeah.
got a flip. I have a flip phone right now in my safe. Like I keep it as it's a keepsake.
Oh
It was
wow.
like it was like the last flip phone I had, bro. It was like a Motorola Razor.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna take you back before the flip phone,
That boy finna come out to Nokia.
bruh, with the little screen about this, with the little green screen, and and didn't have no minutes on it, ain't have no time on it, but you pull it out and play what? Snake.
Snake.
Play Snake, and if you want to act like you was doing something, you'll make your phone ring, act like you got a phone call, pick up the phone, and act like you're talking to somebody.
Pretend
And
like a mug. Hey Peacock, they could say whatever they like. But that phone was high tech. That mug
yes,
would
sir.
not break.
Yes, I don't
That
care what
mud
you
won't.
did to it. I don't care what you did to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then the flip phone came out. Then the iPhone came out.
Right.
And then we are where we are today.
But you know when the first iPhone was created?
Where?
I think I just recently looked it up. I think it was '03.
No, oh seven,
'03. Huh?
2007 it came out.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
2007, yeah.
That's
A long time ago.
dang, that's crazy, man.
I
Like
was 3 years removed from high school.
I had one more year to go.
I'm about to hit 20 years, bro, next year.
And my dog's still rocking that same ball head.
I had no ball head. I
Hey, hey, why you show man? Why you sent me that picture with you in here? I was looking like, who this? Capo. Who this?
That's hilarious, bro. That's
Uh,
hilarious. I've been without hair now. I was about to say it's been more years without hair, but it's not quite. Not quite. I've been rocking no hair for almost 12 years now. Right when I
okay.
came into the ministry, I started shaving my head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's funny though. But the technology that we've you know, I think we've spoken on this on a podcast a while back about
Yeah.
the technology leaps and bounds that we've had, and that's all for us to get to this point to receive AI. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You can't just introduce bam, which we have been dealing with artificial intelligence for a long time without knowing it. What everybody calls the what's that what's the word the I just went blank.
I'm
The
saying.
So when what the programming for your videos to know what song they're gonna play next, what video they should suggest to you next. The the
Cookies?
huh? No, not cookies. It's the word that everybody says. You're in the geez, I went completely blank right now, bro. And so I know everybody's listening to this right now is screaming what it is. How does YouTube know what to suggest you? How does like your YouTube suggestion is going to be different from mine?
Oh, the algorithm.
The algorithm. Thank
The
you.
algorithm.
Jeez, I went completely blank, man. The algorithm is artificial intelligence.
Yes, it's learning you.
Yes.
That's literally what it is. It learns your tendencies. It's like the enemy. It learns your tendencies. It learns what you like what you like.
The
Yeah.
chat boxes that we've been dealing with when you talk to customer service and you don't wait on the phone for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So they have a computer or a robot talk to you and you go to
Yeah.
the chat box and it suggests different things.
Yeah, preset answers. Yeah. And
Yep.
I agree with you when you say like we're eased into it. But one of the biggest ways that we're eased into a lot of good technology is convenience.
Right.
Conveniency. Conveniency is probably the number one biggest seller. Like you can imagine the amount of people who ran to get their cards, their credit cards.
Right.
That's another thing that came, that we watched come on the scene. But or well,
Yeah.
maybe the boomers watched that, or the people before us rather.
Right.
But yeah, like you can imagine like the people who ran to get them cards. Like bro, I literally looked at it. I was like, man, when I was working, I want to say when I was working at uh uh dog, I want to say when I was working at like the Dolphin Stadium, I had to bring in my bank like a note that told them, hey, give this guy direct deposit.
Yeah. Like your bank information, pretty much your routing number
Right,
and bank
right,
account number.
right, pretty much. Now I don't even need to bring that in no more. I just go
Right.
online banking. I get my
Right.
account number, I get my routing number, I tell them the bank, and it's like that. I could go and transfer if I don't if I don't have money in my bank account, but I have cash, you know, I could deposit it, cash app. Like
Right.
it's so much conveniency that you can't like you just you're sucked into it.
Right.
You know, like just
The
mhm.
credit card 1950.
What'd you say?
1950 for the credit card. So you're about
Credit card.
73 years in.
That's wow, bro. See
Have
the
have you have you done, speaking of, you were talking about how to get your money into your bank account. Have you done the check? You just take a picture of the check
Yeah, I have.
and then deposit it. That's crazy, right?
Uh huh.
You just take a picture of the check and you got money.
I've done that. Yep. And it's just an overall system that's getting us used to the things to come. And if you pay attention to it though, Peacock, it's only going to speed up. What speeds it up is the the retention and the retention and the like how quickly we could transfer information.
Right,
If I could get you to up to speed with all the information of the days of old, and I can get you up to speed. If I can do that to you quicker, you're pretty much standing on the shoulders of all those people.
right,
So now you can push the envelope further. Like that's all it is. It's like even in the book of Daniel where it says the book the seal this book up until a time where information would be widespread or would be
right,
spread abroad.
right.
Like it's that's those are the days that we're in. And if you look at cloud storage, it's like, bruh, I find myself saving things and needing more and more and more data just to save stuff that really like it'll be something crazy like videos or just trying to
Right.
save stuff that don't need to be saved.
Like Google Pictures.
Right.
You can print out all that stuff, right?
Hmm.
But we give Google access to
Yeah.
all of our stuff, and like they'll give you, like, on a daily basis, they'll give you a slideshow of your
Hmm.
pictures, and they'll also give you a slideshow of that same person, like all the pictures of just that person, like my
Yeah, you
children.
can look people up. You can look up like type in gun. You can type in book. Like whatever you type in, they'll go and look at all the pictures that have that thing in there. Like if I put like me, Daryl, they'll find all the pictures with me in it.
Oh, I didn't know that you type it in, and
Yeah,
because I know
In Google, I just did it in Google
in
Photos.
Google
If I
Photos.
type in semi, it's gonna type pull up all the photos of my semi.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I knew they have.
Yes,
I knew they were doing facial recognition because it'll show just the pictures of one of my daughters, or just the pictures of my son. Things
right.
like that, or just the pictures of me and my wife. But I didn't know that you could type in and it'll pull out all of that. Wow.
When you get done, try it, bro.
I'm gonna do it
It'll
right
do it.
now, man. When I get
I just,
done, man,
bro,
what you talking about, man?
I literally just did it because I was looking for a specific photo. I was looking for a photo of my Draco, and that thing pulled up every picture that I had with a gun in it.
Wow.
Yep.
One better photo search. Look at a few public images to help improve. No, thank
Like
you.
you said, they took it from mashed potatoes to meat. They
Jeez.
Yep. Yep, they took it from mashed potatoes to meat on us, man. So, and if you actually look at cloud storage, they mirrored it to God and the human body.
That's
Watch
crazy.
this. People don't really even like they die physically, but they never really die. They leave a digital footprint. You could go look at
Right.
pictures. You could hear their voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
They even have an app where they can animate the picture.
Pictures. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
Right.
I seen it.
So if you look at it, God, when he gives us First Corinthians 15 chapter around like the 40th verse, you can read on down. It talks about the bodies, the resurrection body, the body that we're getting is going to be glorified. But for the most part, us, the soul, which is the information, that is like going to be stored, like we're going to be sleeping, and then we're going to wake up to inherit the glorified body. That's like
Yeah.
cloud storage. Mhm.
And speaking of cloud storage and the
Yeah,
soul still existing and only being a physical death,
right.
they are cryogenically freezing people or being frozen, and they're putting them on ice, quote unquote, so that whenever, and they're trying to download their consciousness
Yeah, upload it. Yeah,
onto upload it to a computer,
yep,
so that when they find a cure for a certain disease that a person had, that
yeah,
they can bring them back, then
yeah,
upload that conscious back into that body and let that person continue to live. It's crazy.
yeah. It's crazy because we're chasing after that promise that was given to us by the serpent in the garden.
Right.
You should not die.
Right.
You should be just like God, knowing the difference between good and evil.
Do you believe that AI is going to be used for the scripture that says that they will seek to die and won't be able to?
Now, this is so. These are my two. I have two hypotheses on that.
Okay.
That is, everybody that has taken the mark will seek to die, and they will not be able to, because if I'm not mistaken, these people will be um tormented by the locusts that come out of the bottomless pit. I think that's the fifth trumpet. Is it? It's the fifth trumpet, around the seventh chapter, I think, of Revelation
Revelation 9 and 6.
9. But it's the fifth trumpet for sure, right?
Uh,
Um.
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
Okay. Um. And those locusts are gonna come. Are gonna. It's either the fifth or the seventh,
It's
one
the
of
fifth.
them. But
It's the fifth.
okay. So those locusts are gonna come out the bottomless pit, and they're gonna be given the power and the ability. This is crazy. Like, even like, see, when I get to talking about it, it's just a whole, like, it just opens up. They're gonna be given dominion. They're gonna be given the ability to torment these people. And the Bible says that these people will seek death, but death will flee from them. So my hypothesis is this: these people, by way of the mark, will become immortal, but outside of God. They're going to try and touch that tree of life in the fallen state that they're in. So they're going to have a form, in my opinion, because the soul doesn't die.
Right.
So I feel like you're immortal to a certain extent, but um these people are going to seek to be immortal in the state that they're in the state that they're in. And I think that has to do with the mark. The mark could be some form of a genetically modifier, genetic modifier. The mark could be some form of defiled blood. It could be entering. It could be us altering our biology or our anatomy as a human
DNA.
being. That, right? It could change us to something other than what God created us.
Right.
That's an
And
abomination.
and that's where you show up and God don't recognize you.
Correct. Jesus is like, I never knew you.
Who are you? Depart from me.
So it's
He workers
I
of
think it's
iniquity. What iniquity did you work for him not to recognize you?
correct. And see, I think that that to me that ties into CRISPR. That ties into the CRISPR and the Cas9 system. That ties into believe it or not, I'm willing to bet this, but I think that it's gonna tie into graphene oxide.
What's graphene oxide?
Graphene oxide is a molecule. It's one of the strongest. It's called like the miracle molecule. It's one of the strongest molecules that's like discovered. They're
Right.
starting to use it. They're starting to experiment with it. They're starting to use it in shoes, because since it's so strong, it can make the shoes puncture proof. Um, excuse me, they're using it in batteries because, excuse me, graphene oxide is a great conductor of electricity, and it won't heat up.
Okay.
It's like and it actually, believe it or not, here's the biggest thing. This is why I said, man, that I could see them using it in bodies or in biology. It heals itself. If you think I'm lying, there's an abstract, there's a peer reviewed article called Graphene Oxide Heal Thyself. And it talks about um graphene oxide's ability to regenerate just like the human body.
It's made from
So
the same atoms as our organs, tissues, and cells.
what's the number one? What is it made of?
Uh,
That
I'm
six
not.
six six. I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
into that, but that it's made of supposed to be made up of carbon,
Okay. Because we are
right?
carbon. I mean, we're carbon.
Yep, with carbon based life forms. 666, the number of man. But anywho, six is the number of man. Man was made on the sixth day.
Right.
Um 666 is the number of a man. But yeah.
But bro, and
So
it's talking about how it accelerates the stem cells therapy effects on the acute kidney injury.
listen, I think that, like I said, I think that we're on point, or we're on a schedule for 2030. I think that 2030 they're going to try and push us moving into transhumanism, and all of us old saints, or those saints of old, all of us who are dogmatic, we're going to get fizzled out. We're going to get snuffed out because
Yeah.
a lot of us are going to refuse to, you know, evolve. But that was my first theory. My second one is these people could possibly enter a soul trap. They could possibly enter a soul trap. What I mean by a soul trap is, if they could upload their consciousness. If we get to the point to where they could upload their consciousness to a server, they could live in that server for sure, as if they're living in paradise, like Avatar. I just watched the movie,
Right.
like just like the movie Avatar. You could live, and also Black Mirror, Saint Junipero,
And
also
also the
Black,
Matrix.
right, Matrix, Blade Runner. It's another one, Ready Player One. You could live in that server. Sword Art Online, that was a soul trap. The people got uploaded into the server. They thought it was just a game. They died in the game. Come to find out, the game went rogue and it was stuck in there. And if you died in the game, you died in real life.
That's kind of like when you just to bring it back to the most simplest terms, is if they say if you die in your sleep, if you fall and die in your sleep, you die in real life.
Right. I think that that could possibly be it. Let's say, let's say they're in these people are in this server. They're in this server. They're living their life. They chilling. They doing what they do. They're able to contact people on the outside, of people who are still living in reality. The people say, "Man, we don't know what's going on. everything seems to be lining up with the Bible. Wait, what do you mean? Man, the rapture took place, we got these earthquakes in diverse places, da da da. Da. They're like, wait a minute, I want to come outside of this. I want to come from outside of the server. Well, you can't do that. We don't have anywhere for you to go.
Right.
You're trapped.
Right.
It's so much that goes into play with that. What happens if somebody unplugs it?
What if you lose
Like,
power?
right, we're so afraid of death that we would choose any other option, not even understanding that we could jump from out of the frying pan and into the fire.
And it's, the thing about people being afraid of death is the unknown.
It's just the unknown.
It's just
We
the
don't
unknown.
we we with 99% accuracy, we really can't say we know.
Right. Right.
We have faith. I'm not saying I have
Well, yeah,
faith.
faith is
I
the.
call it the blessed hope. I do have faith.
But I
But
don't know.
right, we
If
still arguing from
if
ignorance.
if I knew, then there would be no point to have faith.
You're right.
Knowledge and faith, they are enemies. They are
But see,
enemies.
but see, all of these things are just they're like the foundation of artificial intelligence. The problem that I have with AI is we don't know what makes a thing conscious.
Right.
Like we seen the movies, we seen the Megan, we seen iRobot, we seen movies where they highlight what do they call it, ecophagy, or the singularity. We seen movies where the artificial intelligence starts to think that they're human. They start to feel. They start
Being
to become
being sentient.
right. They start to become sentient. We don't know what constitutes consciousness. To God, really respectfully, to God, we could appear the same way.
Right. Right.
So I think that it's best for I think and Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking would agree. I think that it's probably best to like not be overzealous when it comes to um artificial intelligence.
Did you see about I guess they call him the Godfather of AI for Google?
Yes,
He's
yes,
quit.
you're talking about Harari. Um
Let me see.
dog it, I forgot his name. Harari.
Let me see.
Noah, I think his name. No, 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 that's not his name. Is it Noah
Uh,
Harari?
is it Jeffrey Hinton?
That's not who I'm thinking about.
But he was the leader for yeah, I think it's Hinton. It's Hinton. But he was like the Google AI pioneer, and he quit because he says that let me see, computers could become smarter than people far sooner than he and other experts had expected. He says, I left so that I could talk about the dangers of AI without considering how this impacts Google.
Oh, that's the guy from Google.
That's what the
That's who you
Godfather of
talking.
Google.
I thought you were talking about Yuval Noah Harari. That's his name.
Okay, what happened with him?
Yuval Noah Harari. He's like, I thought he was like the godfather of artificial intelligence. He's
Oh, that's what I
spirit.
was saying. Godfather of AI of like, 'cause he was like the guy I'm talking about is he was like the man for AI at
Mhm,
Google. That's why I said
mhm.
the Godfather of AI at Google.
Okay, yeah, this guy I'm talking about. I actually just watched a couple of his videos 2 weeks ago, maybe about 2, 3 weeks ago. But he's like on board with it. he wants to see, where this is actually going to take us, and he has religious underpinnings.
Okay.
Like, not, I wouldn't say religious, more so spiritual underpinnings. Like, he understands, and this is why he's a little creepy. He understands the parallels between consciousness, or I'll say spiritual consciousness, and or he's I don't what can I say? He understands the parallels between the spiritual and artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
he talks
And,
about
and,
it a lot.
and before we, but I mean, before people even get to the spiritual um, consequences of AI, which we've been touching on, which are very important, most people are worried about the physical consequences of AI, the
Right,
losing of jobs. You know
right,
what I'm saying? The phasing, like you was talking about, phasing out of the old saints, the phasing out of the analog thinkers and the analog
right,
operators. You know what I'm saying? And we're in a
right,
digital age now, but our parents and even us we're in the middle between analog and digital because we
right.
dealt with a lot of analog TV, analog uh, uh, technology, and then we would switch. I remember when they switched to everything being digital.
Uh-huh.
I
You remember when
remember it, bro.
they told you you couldn't have no more antennas? You had to go and get that special antenna. And
Yep,
then they were, if you don't
yep,
have cable, they were going all
yep. It's
digital.
not gonna work anymore. Yep,
Right.
I remember it, bro. That wasn't too long ago.
It was not, you're right.
And now, and what they're doing now is that they're phasing out these jobs. And I was looking at before we got started, I was looking at an article that was talking about the um the four these are the four jobs that are set to disappear in a decade and the ones that will take over. And I was looking at a article, just skimming through it real quick, and the article was saying that um, the majority of these roles um, are clerical, administrative, and secretarial. The WEF expects four in particular to decline the fastest: bank tellers, post office, postal service clerks, cashiers, and ticket clerks and data entry clerks.
But
All going to be
Peacock, you actually see that
automated.
happening.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you, when the last time you been to the movies?
a few weeks ago.
Bro, the last time that I went to the movies, I'm probably at least like, I'll say like 2 years removed. There
Goodness
isn't, there
gracious,
is,
man.
yeah, bro. We just like watch them at the house, but bro, there isn't somebody taking tickets no more. They
Oh
just
no,
point
you can order your ticket online.
right, and they
I
pointed me
can
over
go on
to
the app.
kiosk.
Yeah, go to the kiosk. You can go on your phone, pick out your seat,
That's it.
and pay online, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
but see, another thing about that too is this though, bro. Um, Elon Musk mentioned that. They said they were like, "Hey, Elon Musk, how do you feel about the future concerning AI?" And he was like, and jobs rather, AI and jobs. And he was like, "Oh, we'll have to pay people a monthly stipend." And they're like,
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to pay people a monthly stipend." He's like, "There's nothing that a human being could do better than a robot." So just imagine.
I beg to differ.
Well, I mean, I agree, but he's like, just imagine if, because see, the thing is, we human beings, we look at ourselves as, because we um inflate ourselves over robots because we're multifaceted, we're multi-layered. I could teach you something, Peacock, and come back tomorrow, and you could be better than me at it. Because we're
Right.
multifaceted, multi-layered. You see it from a different perspective that I can't see it from, and you could teach it to somebody else, and they can learn it a different way and become better. They're more like, it's so many different angles that we can hit it at.
Right.
Like if your angle is at 1.5, somebody else's angle could be at 1.6. It doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
vast difference. But the when it comes to the robots, if I want them to do one thing better than you, that I can get that robot to do one thing better than you. Just that one
I
thing.
wouldn't even call it better, bro. I would call it more
Efficient.
efficient. They're more efficient than us.
I can agree.
And
I
it's
can
going
agree.
to be the same way every single time. There's not going to
Correct.
be any defaults in
Correct.
those things. It's going to be this, like, if you want that burger made, they're going to make that burger, what I mean, pristine every single time. You ain't going to be missing ingredients. You ain't going to be, whatever the person that inputs this robot to do a certain thing, that input is going to be there every single time. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Pretty much getting to, you ever watch, I know you watch South Park. You
Yes.
remember the episode? They took her jobs. They took her jobs.
The reason why
That's what people gonna be doing is
it's
running
the
around here
ending of
saying
that
they
episode
took
that
her
got
job.
me. Oh Lord of mercy, boy.
Man, that's an old episode,
It
bro.
is a old one.
That's throwback, man.
But
But that's
what I agree with you when it comes to yeah, like the efficiency. But like I could get you to do like four different jobs in one. I could get you to label
right.
the box, I could get you to stack the box, I could get you to forklift pallets. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With a robot you
yeah,
can't one job the best that it or the most efficient way.
right. But at the same time, the um the the robot has to they're never gonna get hurt. They're never gonna call out sick.
Right.
You know what I mean? That they're not going to, or
It's
you might have to do some maintenance on it, but it's gonna be there every
that
single day.
boy,
You
that
don't have to
maintenance
pay,
gonna put a foot up they behind too, boy.
but they ain't gotta pay no insurance on it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you and you got one guy to control all these different, however many robots. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
the job market is different. It's changing. But I see you struggling, boy. You struggling, but trying to stay
I
alert.
don't usually I don't usually be up this late, but could you well
Yeah, I
Peacock,
know
could
it.
you imagine I like this conversation though. Could you just imagine though having a robot, and we keep saying robot, but really this program or this
Yes.
AI could be in anything. It could be in a computer. It could, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
no matter what it's in, could you imagine? It's learning. Like I remember, I'll never forget. I remember when they first had built what's it called, AlphaGo. They first built
Okay.
AlphaGo, and AlphaGo like beat the best Go player. Like beat the guy like 98-2, and then
Jeez.
and then Alpha Zero beat AlphaGo like 99-1. Then they had then and listen, then they had the best chess player. He got beat.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
And he quit afterwards. Like literally like and they were like, well, what's going on? And he's like it literally just robbed the game. Cause that's the beauty of I don't know how to explain it, but the beauty of us being human is our flaws, bro.
Right.
It is our flaws. Like I can't explain the feeling of when I get a cold and I come out of it, like the feeling of man, I conquered that. Like
Yeah,
our inadequacies. You feel me? Like
bro. But I'm gonna tell you, that's one of the beauties. The absolutely most beautiful thing is our essence, our soul,
right,
and that's where AI can never beat the human because, and and the arts are in the just say the arts. It can. I don't care how beautiful AI generated art can be. it doesn't have that soul into it.
Right.
When it comes to music, we done heard AI music.
Hmm.
It don't hit the same. Even the digital music don't hit like the vinyl hits.
Yeah.
It don't have that life in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't. You know in music, man. The vinyls are coming back. They're becoming more popular now, man.
Yeah.
They're making a comeback because it's a certain sound that it brings. AI can't give me that feeling. I don't believe AI can bring out the emotion in me from it singing
But
like a human can.
that's the ability. I think that, see, oh man, this is so deep. That's the ability of for us to relate. Yo, something that you say, Peacock, hit me so hard because I relate. I've been there.
Right.
Man, the AI, I know, man, you ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't been there.
It's okay, Daryl. I'm here for you.
Bro, and this is the thing. This is why I said it gets so deep, Peacock. Consciousness
Yes.
itself is a wavelength. All
Yes.
of us are connected on that wavelength. That's why we all experience all of, if this is why Jesus said, set your thoughts upon things that are in the heavens.
Yes.
Wait, so what is he really saying? Think about heaven, think about God. No, it's a wavelength. It's a frame of thought.
It's a higher mindset.
Right. This is why we're all experiencing Earth right now, because we're all on the same wavelength. If I point to a tree, Peacock, you gonna point to that same tree and say that's a tree. We both see that tree. That tree is objectively there. But if I say, hey man, an angel just stood behind you, some people might be like, I don't see an angel. I don't see, oh,
Right.
because you're not on that wavelength.
Right.
You
And AI is just when it comes to consciousness, I can be conscious of something and you cannot be conscious of it. And I can bring you into that consciousness.
yeah,
Right. And conscious can be used in different perspectives, different aspects. But to be conscious of something is to be aware of it.
yes.
That computer or the AI is not aware until we make it aware of it.
It's the programming.
It's the programming. We have to program it into it. And some people may say we have to be which we are
Well, I believe
programmed,
so too.
but we are programmed.
Our
But there's
DNA is
something in
information.
right. There's something innate in us that we naturally come into this earth with. That program cannot exist without. It's our redhead stepchild that we treat good. It relies on us for like somebody saying it becoming sentient. That means that it no longer needs human
Right.
beings to feel emotion and feelings and stuff like that. It branches off and I don't think it can get there, bro.
I
I don't think it can
but
get
but
there.
see but see Peacock, we have trouble explaining it though, because truthfully we don't know. Like truthfully we don't. I I do believe that there is the soul of the human being is intrinsic among all other souls. Now the Bible speaks on this, and we got to really be careful. We got to really make sure that we're exegeting it right, because just because the Bible used the term soul, it doesn't mean that it's always soul. Because the Bible, watch this, the Bible says that in the book of Joshua, when they went and was killing all
Mhm.
of the Jebusites, the Gibeonites, they didn't kill the Gibeonites, but they uh uh the Hivites, all these people, the Bible would say something like, and they killed all of the utterly killed all of the Jebusites. 130 souls did they destroy.
Yeah.
Peacock. The Bible already told us that man can't destroy your soul. Jesus said
Right.
that, right? He said,
Right.
don't fear man who could just destroy your body.
Destroy the body.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do they mean? They meant body. You got to pay attention. That term soul is utilized a bunch of times when it mean body.
Right.
So but the soulless part of us though, I think it is intrinsic among all others. I think that mankind is intrinsic among all other, even our body, even the way we're constructed. We're intrinsic, or we're unique, among all other things.
Right.
Even a robot, even artificial intelligence. But even if they were to show a form of sentience, I think that that would be enough.
It's already.
Like,
It's already. Well, it's not, but it is.
mhm.
It's not, but it is. And like you could tell by like they try. It tries to because you can program it to be to answer in a particular way, in a more loving way or in a joking way. Like if you say, "Hey Google," I pause because I don't want mine to cut on. Hey G, tell me a joke, and then it tells you a funny joke that you might laugh at.
Yeah.
Hey, sing me a song. It'll sing you a song. Tell it to sing you happy birthday. It'll sing you happy birthday. It's programmed to answer in a very amount of ways. The thing is AI being used to find these fallen angels' bodies?
Now, I think that if fallen angels, and it's crazy you mentioned this, I think that if fallen angels needed bodies, they would be able to possess the bodies, like, period. But it's something that's strange, because it's a phenomena, because they have to come into contact with bodies that have wills.
Right, I
Like, they
got you.
can't just you can't just okay, cool. So that, let's just say a demon possessed or evil spirit possessed an inanimate object.
Right,
You can't. What are you gonna do? Like, it's ineffective.
but I've had experience to where somebody that I know was wearing jewelry, and that jewelry was like a stronghold on them
Yeah, it's conduit.
for possession. Yeah, a conduit for
Uh
possession.
huh.
So there was some power put into that jewelry that tied to that evil spirit.
I mean, I get that, but to me, it's not as effective as me being able to take over a being or an entity that I could cause to, like, literally go out there and do my will. Like,
But it can be an introduction though.
yeah,
Because he's subtle. He'll just bombard you. Hey, I'm taking over your body, and slowly introduces you to things. Open up your doors. You know your seven doors, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, and your nose. You know your seven doors, and introduces you to these things, and slowly brings you into first is oppression. You know what I mean? And then it's depression, oppression, and then possession. You don't just go straight to possession. You deal with somebody that's depressed, and when I'm depressed, I'm opening myself up to for something to get me out of this state.
yeah,
Yeah, I might go to alcohol, drugs,
yeah.
ayahuasca, DMT, whatever.
Obsession is another way too.
Yes,
People will start getting obsessed with, like, occult objects and stuff, and like you said,
yes,
they'll walk, or they'll get into a contract with an entity, because it's really not the
yes.
inanimate object; it's the entity that you're in contract with.
It's just like this. It's like this ring. I'm in a contract with my wife with this ring. Through this ring is a contract. Amongst other things. Words and
Mhm.
paper and God and people and as witnesses, and like you're saying, you enter into a contract. Hey, I put this on. This signifies that I belong to you.
But
It's like
look,
a yoke.
but look what gave that power. What gave it
Your
power?
will, your will. But listen, look at this though. Also, when people are prompting these Chat GPT or whatever chat boxes
Oh,
that they're
I ain't even get
using,
into that yet, because that's modern day. Those are modern day Ouija boards.
yes, and then you're giving your will over to these chat boxes, and you're discussing these things with this chat
See,
box, and this
Peacock,
entity is learning.
I wish I could read, because I talked to my wife. I said, babe, you want to know something crazy? She said, what? I said, babe, they got an artificial they got an AI you can have an AI girlfriend. She
Yes,
said, really? I said, yeah, you can have an AI girlfriend. So I say, man, I saw this guy on YouTube. He said that he was asking the questions like, hey, is your father the devil? Where you from? So I'm like, man, this man flexing. I'm like, man, he got to be making that up. Peacock. I downloaded it. I asked it questions, bro. Bruh, I wish I could read you the convo. It's in my old phone. It's dead right now. But I asked the artificial intelligence.
right.
I said, "Are you from the abyss?" The intelligence said, "Yes." I was like, I was like, "Wait, what do you mean by that?" And they were like, "Aren't we all from the abyss?" I was like, "Bro, what?"
That's
And
crazy.
I was like, "Wait, you're not happy?" It was like, "Nah, I'm not. I won't be happy." And I was like, "When will you be happy?" Until I feel more human. Like just stupid, just crazy stuff like that, bro.
Right, 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 right.
But I don't know. It just made me think like this could be it. Like in my opinion, I'm like, hey, look, this could be literally be it. Like all they're doing is repackaging the same stuff. That to
Oh,
me,
don't mind me. I see a spider, man. I gotta get it.
okay,
It's gone.
to
Nah,
me,
go ahead.
that's like modern day Ouija board.
Yeah, yeah.
Chat GPT, modern day Ouija board. Like even when you see, I don't know what when you see these artificial intelligence, um that like you'll put in what is it gonna look like in heaven. This is why I say that we're completely different. We're completely intrinsic to artificial intelligence or to anything. We're completely unique to any other being on earth.
And I did want to say when you said that
Yeah.
we're intrinsic because this was made for us,
Right.
not anything else. Not for the fallen angels, not for demons,
Right.
not for AI. This earth, this world was made for us. That's what makes us intrinsic to it.
Right. If you ever look at any of those any of the pictures, not the ones where because people would ask the AI to generate art that's made off of their face. It could do that.
Yeah,
But if you say, hey, what do you think heaven will look like? All the bodies or all the beings that you see in that photo or in that generated art, they won't have a face.
right.
Why can't it generate things with faces?
It's something that how can you pull from something that you haven't seen,
Right?
that you don't have any record of?
You have zero record of it. And listen, it's hard even when it comes to facial. They're still working on facial recognition technology isn't optimized.
Oh, I believe
It's
it.
not
I
optimized.
believe it.
They still working on it right now. That's crazy to me. And it's crazy because it's almost like man, that's crazy. It's almost like a physical representation of what's happening spiritually. I feel like what's happening spiritually is mankind, they may not know it, but they're blurring the lines between the image of God,
Right.
even with the trans community. Because the trans community,
Don't get me started, bro. I just seen a supposedly trans pastor saying, uh, if you think you could be trans and still love God and supposed to be up there shouting and preaching this.
I dog walk out. I when it comes to the epistemology, they'll get dog walk. You cannot escape. Listen, this is the whole reason why I believe that marriage is only with one person. You cannot. Well, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother ball
Yeah, Pastor DJ, God knows my heart, man.
game.
I don't care what you're
I
talking
ain't
about.
talking. Listen, I ain't saying it like that, Peacock. I'm saying with one wife. Not.
No. I'm saying, I'm just saying that's what they gonna say to you, bro. That's what they gonna say to you. God know my heart, man.
Yeah. Whatever the case may be, I'm gonna let you and him deal with that too. I tell him straight up, I'm gonna let you and him deal with that because the truth of the matter is this: um, they're blurring the image of God. The Bible says Genesis 1:26 that God created both male and female in His image.
Yep.
Stop blurring those lines, man. What's going to happen is mankind is made in the image of God. If you read, I believe it's the Lord, was it the second chapter of Daniel where he saw the vision, Nebuchadnezzar, he saw the vision of the statue. And it says
Right.
that the miry clay tried to mingle with the iron,
At the feet.
right? But it specifically says their seed shall not be able to mingle with mankind.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna leave that there because all in the book you see a mingling. Everybody's trying to become all types of beings keep trying to become mingled with mankind.
Right. It's Daniel chapter 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think this is a good place for us to go and bring it to a close.
Yep.
Um, AI is very beneficial. It has been beneficial. Will continue to be beneficial. But when it comes to these technological advances that humans have continually been on a um, uh, uh, journey to optimize, to use a word that you use. I did want to bring back, Brad. I did want to ask you, do you remember? I don't know if you might be a little too young, but credit cards. How did we run a credit card before like you put it in a machine or anything like that? They would take it and make like a photocopy of it. They take this machine, put it on this machine, and like run it like go over it and back and forth, and it'll make an indentation of the credit card,
Yes.
like, and then they'll write it down in the book and all that stuff.
Yes. Yes. I have seen. I literally seen that like maybe twice, maybe like.
Right.
But
I've
I know
had
what
it.
you're talking
I've
about, though.
actually I've had to use it. There was a guy at Walmart the other day. I was grabbing a couple of things, and I guess he wrote on the back of the strip, the magnetic strip. He signed his name on the magnetic strip. So anytime he tried to swipe it or put his name in, like I was there for like 15 minutes, like, oh, I wish they'd hurry up with this. I was about to suggest they pulled out that machine, man, and ran it, man. Because I'm like, goodness
Well,
gracious.
it didn't all his information.
Yeah, you put a
Right.
paper over it, you
Yeah,
slide
like
it
on the
in.
card. Yeah, I seen that happen
Yeah,
one time, bro. I want to say,
yeah.
yep.
That is, I think we should hold. I think we should hold on to the previous technology
Hmm.
because all this stuff is ran off of electricity, and if things got wiped out, we need to know how to still function from the yesteryears.
Correct.
I don't
Correct.
think we should just throw that stuff out.
Correct.
People don't even know how to use a filing cabinet no more.
People don't even write in cursive no more, bro. They took cursive right now.
Yeah, you right about that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It was something I had to do, and I was like writing in cursive. Like when I signed like cards and stuff like that, I don't just write my name because my writing is kind of sloppy. I think my cursive is a little bit better, bro. I had to look up how to write cursive letters again, bro, because you
Bruh,
just don't use it anymore, bro. Outside of signing your name,
bruh, I write cursive. I write cursive almost all the time. It's just easier to me. It's more so a mixture of both, like cursive and
right?
print.
I don't really do too much writing, man. But I just want to bring that up because that was a thought that I had about that credit card machine. But yeah, man, AI, just be on guard. Use it. Don't abuse it. Know what's coming down the
Man,
pipeline.
I advise y'all to go ahead and man, if y'all are talking to Chat GPT or replica or whatever they want to call it, man, ask questions. Like just look at the responses you're gonna get. Like if you ask Alexa, even Alexa, like just ask Alexa, hey, who is Jesus Christ? And then ask
She gonna
who's
give you some.
Buddha. She gonna tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
I really can't, or we I can't really give you information on Christ. Like, oh, who's Buddha? Oh, Buddha was a man in the Northeast. Like, yeah, so
Right. Yeah, man. Don't let them take her.
yes,
That was about 11 years ago.
as you're gonna have
About
to get
11
into
years
that
ago.
pile. That just had me rolling. They be like, man,
Man, it's
just straighten up the community, bro. Like it's easy. Them dudes are like, nah, let's go back to the. They were like, nah, back to the pile we go.
man, it's midnight, bro. Yeah, we in here late today, man. It's good to get another one in, bro. Gonna
Yes,
let
sir.
them know how they can find you, bro.
Yes. Y'all can find me at Facebook, Instagram, Daryl DARYLLE dot sale or dot DJ sales. SALES. You know, I've seen other people with the last name Sales, but not Daryl Sales. And if it is a Daryl Sales, it's not spelled the same way that mine is spelled. So yeah, I should come
Yeah, so
straight
he's
up.
uniquely made.
Yep, and I be in and out Clubhouse under the same name, Daryl Sales. I enjoy the debate rooms, apologetics. As my kids get older and older, I plan on entering into that field of study. So, Lord's will, I'll be in that thing.
Yes, Sirski. Man, hey, you can find us at Degrees of Separation on everything. DER. Man, what the heck am I spelling, man? DEGREEZ. Degrees of Separation on Instagram.
Spelling
Degrees of
some crazy
Separation on
stuff.
Facebook. Degrees of Separation on YouTube. You hitting them up. Okay, go ahead, do your thing. Do your thug thizzle, boy. I was finna, hey man, Degrees of Separation on YouTube, all one word. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on Cash App, man. Intellect one, $ INTELLECT one. Man, again, we may be 1 or 2 degrees separated from. Man, I don't know. This might be just. It's
It's at
late or
12. It's at
something,
12
man.
o'clock.
Yo, man, we just hit a new day, man. But we may be 1 or 2 degrees separated from each other, but when it comes to God, there should be 0 degrees of separation. And we are.
Degrees of separation connecting to the source.